What I'm going over in this video is the install of the 05 instrument panel with the RPM gauge into an 07 air-cooled. So let's get started. I'm going to try to make this as quick and as short as possible by just simply showing pics of each particular plug and where the wires go. Hopefully showing the pics will be enough information for everyone to understand how to do this if they do choose to spend $100 and move forward with this type of install. So we're going to go with this pic up here first, and this one here actually had two wiring plugs coming off into this area, or for the horn and the turn. And what I did is I took one plug that has three wires going into it completely apart and installed them into the other single plug. The plug that had the three wires running into it, I would have taken a pic of it, but the dog ate it before I could get to the plug and take a pic of it. But here's the plug that has all the wires in it, and this is what it should look like. Okay, let's go to the other plug over here, and that is the cutoff and the start switch. I've rewired that. Here's a pic of that plug and what it looks like if you set your wires up the way I have them in this particular plug. I don't see you having any particular problems. Now what we're going to do is go to the main plug here that we've been focused on, and I'm going to go over a few of the wires and what they do. Again, remember, in the plug, get all of the plugs correct as I have set them up, and you shouldn't have any problems. There's a couple wires that I want to bring to your attention. Is the ones that were pulled out. This one here with the butt connector, that is for your kill switch. This one here with it's black with a yellow stripe, that one is the one that goes to your coil. And then you have one wire right here that's just simply pulled out. It's green with a blue stripe. Again, remember to follow the plug pattern that I have in the plug in the particular pic, and I don't see you having any particular problems. Now let's go with the big black plug here, and if you look, here's this particular wire, and that goes to ground. It's not very hard to hook up. You just simply put a plug on it and you hook it to ground right there. The last plug that we have any concerns with is the plug down here that has to do with the headlight. As you can see, it's also been rewired. The white wire has been pulled off and covered with shrink wrap. Rewire this the same way as you have in the pic, and your headlight should work without any problems. There are a few more wires that are hooked up in here that are straightforward. You shouldn't have any problems with those particular wires, and those wires are for the start buttons, for the levers, so that the starter will work. Couple other wires that you have is the horn wire. That's right here, and you have another plug here that will end up plugging into your relay for your blinkers. And that's about all the plugs you need to know about. Take a look at the pics, get a good idea. It's $100 for the instrument panel. We found it well worth it. I thought I was getting 8,000 RPMs out of the motor by the seat of my pants. Come to find out, I thought I was getting 9 to 10. Come to find out I was getting 8,000. So the tachometer is well worth it. Some of the guys have used something called a mini. There's a mini tach, a tiny tach, and there's some other tachometers out there that are very small and inexpensive, anywhere from $35 on up to, I think, 80. And there's some in Europe that are really cool that have you can mount on the mirror and stuff like that, are over $100. The girlfriend wanted the tachometer in the instrument panel, so we put it there. Come and join us, Super 9 chat group on Yahoo. Thank you for your time. I hope this informational video will help you out if you ever decide to move forward with a tachometer instrument panel from an 05.